Assalamualaikum dan selamat sejahtera. My name is Mizuddin bin Moizan. I'm from DLM1G. I will explain the introduction for retail supply chain management. Okay, so retail management is a process of selling goods and services to earn profits, and the demands are being satisfied through supply chain. Retail is different from wholesale because retailers handle small quantities of goods, meanwhile wholesalers purchase goods in bulk. So retailers don't have their own products or make their own products, but they buy it from manufacturer or wholesaler. Retailing is the distribution process where obtain goods and sell them to customers. This process is explained in supply chain. Nowadays, modern retailers make strategic decisions such as type of the store, the market target, customer service, and etc. When they make strategic decisions, this is supply chain management. Supply chain management is the active integration and coordination of all supply chain activities to provide you, the customer, with the best value. Providing you with the best value means providing you with quality product for a reasonable price. Companies are able to provide customer value by coordinating the efforts of every activity involved in their supply chain, as well as externally among supply chain members. So this is a supply chain management flow, the diagram. First, you will the supplier to procurement and production assembly, retailer distribution, and the end is consumer. A retail company is that buys product from a manufacturer or wholesaler and sell them to end users or customers. This is why manufacturers take the product and the retailer can buy in small quantities to sell them to the end, to the consumer or to the customer. Thank you.
There are more highlight issues and opportunity in retail supply chain. So there are some more. Okay, firstly is how company trying to reach tight profit margin. This is when majority of the consumer are highly price sensitive, trading making it difficult for retailer to increase profit margin. Okay, next is secondly is about customer meeting. Okay, customer meeting is when customers of today are very insistent of getting the best quality of product, so they are used to seeking more options while making any purchase. Okay, third is forecasting and predictive analytics. Data and artificial intelligence powered analytics can make prediction based on numerous variables and calculation, which enables real-time decision making and identification of early warning sign-off. Okay. So here is opportunity in retail supply chain. Firstly is company needs to mix its business in their company, which is for example, consumer are moving to making everyday purchase online. They have already tried a product or brand, and consumers they prefer to touch and see the product. Next is regional sales manager roles. A retail sales manager is responsible for the day-to-day operation of a retail store. They also must have computer skill and be patient with both employees and customer. And lastly is retailer need to do a visual merchandise. Visual merchandise is an art intended to increase sales. It is a tool to achieve sales target. Okay, that's all.
Okay, next is about the role of seaport in a supply chain retail. Okay, the first one is the role of seaport in a supply chain based on empirical observation. Specifically, supply chains process resulting in a temporary halt in the delivery of goods. Next is function and facilities of supply chains, including the delivery of goods from place of production to place of consumption. Seaport transit networks for for the sustainable growth of transit. Okay, next is seaports become organization with their various rules and strategic rules, as well as on location of seaport in the transport and economic situation of the area. Between land and sea, academic facilities properly planned in the technical technology sector and coordinated. Okay, the last one is seaport have been a wide variety of facilities including shippers, forwarders, shipping firms and logistic operators. Elements of delivery networks focus in order to maximize the supplies that needs. The first one is seaport as variety of service. Seaport in a retail supply chains that help store and distribute products in a seamless and productive manner. By having a public warehouse that can be used by all, it will guarantee that the items are in a good condition and they can be delivered in a good time. It gives benefit to ensure that the product is kept safely. Retailer can gain customer loyalty from returning customers and inspire them to renew their transaction. Retailer modifying the service offered when things were not going as expected. This is an example that I can give. Okay, this is a warehouse where can we put our product. Okay, the second one is seaport as a center. Seaport of the supply chain network in order to run the global economy and only transfer a bulk supply of raw material be required. Nowadays, seaport have been used as the storage hub in the retail industry. All goods will be divided according to the destination of the customer. Large traders in the countries to reduce shipping expenses and prevent the lack of distribution goods. Seaports also offers container rental facilities which can improve the retailer's profit from shipping inventories in bulk. So, they will reduce the shipping costs. An example that I can give. This is a center of cargo seaports. Okay, the last one is seaport as connector. In retail, the seaport is one of the alternatives that can communicate between two locations. In the case of the producer, the product shipped from the country of origin will be packaged or handled at the port when the goods arrive. Therefore, the product can be manufactured to the standard of quality. Next is fair fixed cost and low variable cost, owing the capacity to ship a huge number of tonnage. This will help the build of commercial relationship. In the future, this partnership will continue to grow the shipping industry. Next is the level of supply chain integration. The first one is product flow integrated. The movement of goods from supplier to the customer along with return and other service requirements. There will be a manufacturer, supplier, distributor, retailer, wholesaler and consumer.